The local Doppler radar. Your local forecast. Traffic conditions across your area.
An accurate weather report will tell you if you're going to get to work all wet and accurate.
Your current conditions. The local Doppler radar.
Hello, everyone. Hello? Hello, who's there? Hello, thank you all for joining us tonight. Oh, fucking hell! Ow, ow, my voice is ugly. I have to kill myself. Jesus. Okay. Why did I leave? Yeah, Pine Valley hates us all for leaving. Because they left. That's proof that they hate us all. Hello, everyone. Welcome to PBS Knockoff, Kaiyaukuta Public Broadcasting. I will be your host for tonight's election broadcast. Doing my best to report from both the Mark and Moosan, I'm gonna kill myself, campaign. With polls closing in 9 minutes. The polls closing in 9 minutes. We're still getting reports from across the country. Jenny, those reports are in Fahrenheit. That is all below freezing, with the exception of Moobro. It took 1.5 hours to get out of the waiting room. Yeah, that sounds like a doctor moment. I'm not sure. Be sure to tell the people from across all the different nations about the state of the election. And here, I have the most trusty vote counter from any and all nation. And I believe that it's fair enough for me to transition to the election war room here. It's the election war room. What we have here is this is our election night kind of screen where we can manage it all. So as you can see, there are 19 citizens that managed to get eligibility to vote in this campaign season. If you weren't able to vote, you still have another 8 minutes to make it to the polls. You have another 8 minutes. Do your best. We don't have an electoral college system, but it's still good to know who's voting for where. But as you watch the map fill in, keep in mind, it's people that vote, not land, which is why I made sure to include how many votes that each individual territory has on that little bottom portion of the map there. You didn't think it'd be so serious? I do 110% on fucking everything. Don't fuck with me. Don't give me money. No, but serious. Seriously. Votes are important. Votes are important. Ouch, oh jeez. Oh. I'm doing my best here. All that a candidate needs is 10 votes to win. Of course you can gamble during the election. Do whatever you want. Of course you can. I'm abroad. You'll be making your way home. Feel free to listen to this broadcast as information comes in. Is there any betting system? I think there is. But it's with channel points, which people from Civ wouldn't have. People from Civ aren't watching. You can make bets among yourselves. You can make bets among yourselves on the server on the election results. Feel free. You can make on-server bets. All I'm saying is, it should tell you about how the elections are probably going to go by the fact that Heifer is here, but not Mark. That should say a little bit. You're here to support. Well, hello, John. Hello. I'll also do my best to keep you as updated as I can on local Kaiyaukuta news. Not very much is happening at the moment. I'm keeping an eye on things. Because the gambling bot does work. The election is not rigged. I made sure there was no interference. I went through, I checked all of the votes. I don't know the station close to us. That's Venne. V-E-N-N-E. On today's news cycle, just an alert I got from the Empire of Pavia and Griffin. The results of the Prime Minister election in Pavia resulted in, let's see, that is Prime Minister Cedar Valiant in the second round of voting, receiving 20 votes, versus Goblin only receiving 13. So that's good news. That's good news in Pavia. It's very good news. The votes in the first round were that Cedar Valiant Cedar Valiant received 18 votes. Goblin received 13 votes. 4 votes were abstentions. Tatsu received 1 vote. Sand Falls received 1 vote. And while I don't have the full information, all I have is, this says no candidate. I don't know the full names of the parties, but the HP party received 1 vote. The Renew party received 1 vote. The LUL party received 1 vote. And the Pavia First party received 1 vote. I'm always glad to see the democratic process in action. As always. As always. As the polls are coming to a close, the public works, Prime Minister being directly elected makes no sense. Blair, look at me, I'm a nerd. Thank you very much. But from the Heifer Moosan, my brain is dull. My brain is dull today. I'm very sorry for executing me in the street for being stupid today. But in the Heifer Moosan camp, we're receiving reports from their war room that they're working on legislation for an implementation of a public works department, an allocation of her own personal funds to the state of Kaiyaukuta in the interest of infrastructure and other general development in the event that she is to win this election. I think there's a very good chance that a lot of you are going to be very surprised by the results of this election, or exactly how it goes down. Maybe not the numbers, maybe not. But again, we haven't received any actual votes yet. We haven't received any information from the different city governments. But we have received, of course, last night's poll, wherein out of 38 voters, which did include foreign voters, Heifer was favored, I believe it was 79 to 31 against Mark, which is always something to take into account. I feel as though that probably won't surprise many people. That's about how it's going to go. But we're just going to have to see how the night actually plays out. We're going to see how it is that the night actually plays out. Alright. The polls will be closing in 1 minute. Again, if you haven't gotten to the polls, please make sure to do so as soon as you can. This is very important. Of course, no one can force you to vote. However, it's heavily encouraged that you do. Right now on Civ, there are 57 players online. Who up scumming their fuck? I am. You're not a foreigner manipulating the election. You're a citizen that entered the country legally. Alright. It is now officially 8 o'clock. It is now officially 8 o'clock. Which means that the polls will officially be closing. Alright. And the polls have closed. Polls have closed. The polls within the great state of Kaiyaukuta are closed. Which means now we are just waiting for our vote counter to tally them up. Let's check in on the national vote counter right now. Let's see how he's doing. As you can see, he's taking the job very, very seriously. He's doing his best. There's a lot of information that he has to be processing right now. There's a lot of very important information. So now let's return. Ignore the thing on my head. I'm trying to avoid showing up on the map if I can. But I get left the fuck alone tonight. Last night was annoying and stressful. We're starting to get some information through. We're starting to get some statistics are coming through from the frontier territory. Some information is coming through. And so we're gonna have to see. We're getting information through from the federal territories. My apologies, repeating myself. There's a lot on the mind right now. There's a lot to think about. Wish there was a way to tab in and out of Minecraft without it. Hold on, I'll just open a chest. Yeah, I'll just open a chest. Oh, weather? Yeah, I wanna see the weather. Oh no, I wanna. Oh, okay. Our vote counter has officially counted 1 vote for Heifer Moosan from the oh my god, Mr. Klux is a father. Okay. Ignore that. Okay. Shh. Don't worry about it. I'm doing my best here. You know, Iron was supposed to be here, but he couldn't make it. We were supposed to, what the fuck? The map did not work. The map did not load in properly for some ungodly reason. I'm fixing that as we speak. There we go. And now I'm switching back. And we can see the first vote has already made it in. The first vote, Snitchly. Yeah, I'm gonna kill myself. Shut up, Led. Shut up. Don't tell anyone. Shh. I'll move them. I'm gonna have to move all of them now. I'm gonna have to move them all. But that's fine. That's fine because it's election night, and we have more important things to worry about. I wish that there was a way where I could have multiple people's screens going, so it wasn't just all mine. Isn't this all mine? It'd be great. I can't wait to have to go place those back in the morning, because they're all gonna be gone. It's gonna be great. We're gonna be broadcasting for as long as it takes for these votes to get counted. Might take a while, might not take very long at all. I just realized I never made a Nara roll on the Discord. Yeah, this is the important election. You all are lucky. You get to listen to music in the background. There's no music for me. Also, I just realized that map was wrong. Fuck, I'm absolutely out of it today. I'm off my rocker right now, is what I am. That's what's going on here. You voted for the Pro Fish Party? I'm sure you did. I can say, from the vote tallying room, there has been an update from the cities of Stranbury and St. Fug. An update of one more vote for the Party for National Works in Progress. And one more vote for the blue... God damn it, I didn't update the tracker. You know what? Someone's actually going to take me out back and fucking shoot me for this. Oh my god. I need more caffeine. That's what I need. Can we have the state start buying caffeine for me, please? And that's what I need. Fuck. 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 Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Golly gee. I'm getting new reports. I'm getting new reports from the Blue-Green Alliance camp, from the Blue-Green Alliance Coalition, from their party coming through. Mark has proclaimed in a speech to his supporters. I'll just transcribe what I've been sent. This is a transcription, so I'm going to read it out. Today is the day we decide the future of Kaiyaukuta. It's time to make a choice about what kind of world we want to bring together. One that values green growth, fair trade, social welfare, and thriving communities. The Blue-Green Alliance is committed to cleaner, fairer, and more sustainable Kaiyaukutaners, where responsible resource management, eco-industrial policies, and public welfare come first. We're ready to build a Kaiyaukutan, it says Kaiyaukutan instead of Kaiyaukuta. Kaiyakutana, where 1. Experience is generated ethically through sustainable methods. 2. Our biomes and resources are protected for future generations of players. 3. Public infrastructure supports all citizens, young and old. Let's vote for a future we all can be proud of, one where our communities and environments both thrive together. Are there any swing states? See, this is the first election, so this will be setting the precedent for everything. This is going to be setting national precedent. Oh, Jesus! Oh, God, I don't have a screen open where I can read that, but I can check my Twitter at linkscrollpause@twitter.com, because all donations through Buy Me a Coffee go through to my Twitter feed. And John the Knight bought 3 birch beers and said, wake up and get some slop. Thank you very much, John the Knight. Thank you very, very, very much. Alright, we're getting reports. We're getting reports from the Frontier Territory about a finalization of the count from the Frontier Territory. And so to update the map, as you can see, the entirety of the Frontier Territory has officially voted for the for the Party of National Works and Progress. That is the official count. That's the official number. That territory has been completely won by the Party for National Works and Progress. There is no contest anymore in the Frontier Territories. But remember, land does not vote, it's people that vote. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind as you continue watching. Bloomer eyes! Yeah. Yeah. Remember, this is not the end. At the moment, there are 3 homesteads, and only one of them is considered the individual's primary residence. Alright? The cities you really need to be watching are Mubro and Stranbury. In case of a tie in a territory, I'm not quite sure how we're going to be doing that. I'm not sure how we're going to handle that. I love to stop the count. I love it. I love to see it. You love to see the passion in both the national and international community for the elections. I mean, you just love to see it. When the next election comes around, the Communist Party is winning. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to run, because dual citizens can't run. Remember that. There's not any more news coming through. There's no more news coming through. Just reading chat, checking on the Discord, seeing everything. Yeah, I'm not, there's not any news. It's a very slow news day. The nation has, for the most part, been sitting at a standstill. At the moment. Communist and fascist parties are, in fact, both outlawed. Alright. Mr. Cluck has another update about the conclusion of a territory's count, of a district's count. If you'll give me a second. It's very hard to... What? Is there a way I can turn off chat so that I can't see the messages when I... No? Okay. We're gonna have to do this the annoying way. We get an update from Mr. Clucks. The current tally is 1 vote for Mark, 7 votes for Moosan. 1 vote for Mark, 7 votes for Moosan. Oh, Mr. Cluck he's coming up to me to say that he's received reports from the administration in Mubro to say that Mubro has been called for the Party of National Works in Progress. Mubro has been called for the Party of National Works in Progress. Now remember, again, land doesn't vote, people do. Alright, this is still not even half of the nation's votes. Janbury has a much longer process of bureaucratic, mess as a whole. Is St. Food colored correctly? It should be under 40%. No, that's 33. No, that's 33. No, that's 33%, because only 1/3 of people in St. Food voted. Yeah, as you can see, there's currently a blue wave in progress. I have not received any comments from either camps since Mark's announcement. Have not received any updates. It's not looking very good for the Blue-Green Alliance. It's not looking good. It's really looking not good. It's looking really abysmal. I can also say that we have received input from the Kitsune Peak Tribal Nation that they have abstained their vote. No one from the Kitsune Peak Tribal Nation submitted a vote. And so I can confidently mark that in as a gray vote there. The Kitsune Peak Tribal Nation failed to send a single vote in to the federal government. Wait till we're gonna, the digital votes. Mark has 25 digital, electronic, and long distance votes coming in. That's what Mark has. Oh, hold on. I'll be right back. I return. I'd like to apologize about that. I was getting dinner. Thank you. My apologies. Hold on, let me tie my hair back again. The chicken is not going to vote. The chicken is not a citizen. The chicken is not being paid for this. Casual reminder to any SFTV patrons. Not Patreons, or like patron, like people from SFTV. Like the Discord channel, not the group. You understand. Remember, if you're from SFTV, you're always welcome to join Kaiyaukuta. No questions asked. No questions asked. The next election will be held in 40 days. I'd love to see your name on the ballots. Oh, put a lot of pepper on there. It's very good. What position do I hold? I'm the governor/governess, which is head of state. And head of government. And the legislative branch. Don't fuck with me. In the event where abstentions lead to a tie between candidates. That actually is very interesting. I just don't know. I just don't know. I don't think it's gonna happen. But in that event... Tripping. In that event, I suppose we'd have to keep holding recounts until the elections are completed. Just keep holding recounts. Eventually the great judge might have to just make a decision, though. I mean, I'm not eating chicken. I'm eating something else. I'm not eating chicken. I'm doing a different thing. Shh. The tribal nation did not vote. The tribal nation did not send a single vote in. As a new report, everyone, a new report has just come in. A new report has come in from Stranbury. The first vote from Stranbury has been counted. As I eat my dinner, Clucks Jr. can confirm that the second vote from Stranbury will be called for Mark, making the tally right now 3 votes for the Blue-Green Alliance, 8 votes for Heifer Moosan. And if I could switch back to that electoral map real quick. Excuse me. This is how this looks on a map right now. This is how it looks on a map. The votes from Stranbury could turn the tide. They could change the result of the election. Clucks regressed to a child. Don't worry about what I'm eating right now. Yummers. I am not eating the other clucks. That'd be ridiculous. That would be a ridiculous claim. It goes really good with corn, which you can find grown in Mubra. Eat corn today. As the election continues, Heifer Moosan has sent in a new message saying national jobs paying either 40 iron or 8 diamonds per project are to be established under her administration using the full weight of our great glass industry to fuel the progress of the rest of Kaiyaukuta. You may join, just wait until after the election, or wait for someone else to help you out. As long as you're new to Civmc, if you have another citizenship already, you're gonna have to pass the citizenship test. Our great architect, Daco71, just responded to the hour that the polls closed, saying, "Whoops, I've been at work the whole day. LMAO. Should I allow him to cast a ballot anyways, chat? Should he be allowed to cast a ballot regardless?" The last election was, do you want AV Link Scroll Paws to rule as a sort of custodian of the state? Yes or no? So the first election, which was on, I believe it was the 22nd of March, was not as formal as this one, but it still does count. How about this? How about this? Bro did not have a week. The polls were open for a total... It wasn't even 24 hours the polls were open. The polls were not even open for 24 hours. Yeah. Alright, let me count. That's how it's sounding. Hell no. Yes, yes, yeah. No. Workers like... Okay, that's 5... That's 4-2. Out of fairness, because most people, you know, they have to go outside and shit. The polls will be open for, let's say another 30 minutes. The polls have been extended for 30 minutes. And on that note, then, I'm going to give the Kitsune Peak Tribal Nation, I suppose, another opportunity to vote. Then, so I suppose. Here, and let me make a. How do I make this neutral again? I'm trying to make it a neutral color, but it just keeps coming out blue. Yeah, that's neutral. That's neutral. There we go. Well, you don't know if Heifer won. You don't know how many votes are going to come out of Strandberg. And you don't know, by how much. You don't know by how much. Because Heifer needs, what was it, 10 to win? And she only has 8. So that's not necessarily win, like, she hasn't necessarily won. The totality of the obvious dub is yet unknown. Listen. Okay, I understand, but come on. Was there a mistake in counting the votes? No, there wasn't. Okay, there wasn't. Never mind. And I can say that because there is more votes coming in from Art. Right, sorry, I was just doing a double check to make sure that I had all the numbers right, but I do. You need to see how hard the opposing party gets clowned on. You don't know. You don't know. You can't be sure. And the reason that you can't be sure... Oh, we have reports coming in from Mubra that there are undead protesters in the street contesting the election. There's protesters in the street contesting the elections in Mubra, coming in from citizens in Mubra. They're hiding in their homes. It's very concerning. It's scary. It's not good. The election is going to be very contentious, I can tell, but it's sad. The policies of these parties. We went over this last night. There was a whole debate, which I wish you would have watched, but that's okay. Essentially, the Blue-Green Party it's pro Scandic. You know, it's closer to Scandic. It's a sort of yeah. Mr. Klux has the numbers right. I'm doing my best to count as you. Okay. In the Blue-Green Alliance, I'll actually just go through on their announcement post. Their key issues are environmentalism, such as expanding the forests, promoting political and economic welfare, building more housing and maintaining peace. They'd like to formalize an alliance with the NSO government, but they're much closer to Scandic than NSO. But at the same time, the Party of National Works in Progress, they're paternalist, center-right. They really want to push for economic independence in a way. They're looking for government job pathways to self-employment, rural development, military development, a border wall along the NSO border. But at the same time, they're actually closer politically to NSO. They fear Scandic. During the debate, there were reports that Heifer called the people of Scandic vandals. There's reports. It's a contentious election. On the one side, some are calling Scandic vandals for the glass breaking and the violence that was wrought last night and vandalism generally. And people have been calling NSO an Israel. A citizen in Stranbury was actually almost going to abstain from the election because, quote, both parties support an Israel. But on that note, I can say that the progress of the election, another vote for Mark, bringing Mark's total vote count up to 4. Heifer's at 9 votes. Heifer's at 9 votes. But again, you can't be 100% sure yet how it's gonna go. You can't be 100% sure. It's very sad. It's very concerning how things are going. Very sad, the violence in Mubra. Concerning to hear. It's concerning. Yeah, citizens are deeply interested in how it is that the political development is going to go. Ballots once again close. Ballots close in 22 minutes. We have another, I think it's another 3 votes to go through that have already come in. You owe someone a lot of money looking at this bar. Remember, the votes from Stranbury could always come in. If the votes from Stranbury come in, and Stranbury, as mayors of Stranbury, I can admit, Stranbury has a problem where it's a lot of people who aren't quite as active, but they have very strong conviction, and they have very strong political stance. And I think the PNWP's policy of closer ties to Aniso versus Scandic, who have been there by our side since day one, as opposed to a nation whose leader only recognized us as independent a couple days ago, actually. It could have turned away all of the urban viewers as opposed to the more down-to-earth worker, kind of northern and central voters who are in the farms, who are living off the land. And in St. Foog, I feel like St. Foog, it's the home state advantage, really. Any Kaiyaukutaners know in chat? Varbo should know it. Ask Varbo. Varbo would know what that is. Varbo would know it. If you look up Dest in the Discord, you'll be able to find it. Like if you use the Discord search feature, you'll be able to find it there. They're gonna pull this around. They just gotta flip Pennsylvania. Yeah. They're gonna turn this around. All they have to do is flip Pennsylvania, and that's it. That's really it. At the end of the day, that really is the deciding factor here. Genuinely. At the end of the day. Ooh. Ooh. Let me do some counting. Did my counting. I have interesting information coming out of the city of St. Foog. From the city of St. Foog, the rural center of the nation, but with the home state advantage, they have a different political culture than Mubra and Stranbury. They're very far separated. It's a further walk. They're not quite as developed. Regardless, I can say, without a shadow of a doubt, Mr. Clux Jr., sorry. I'd like to tell you all. Can I get a drum roll in chat? Can I get a drum roll in chat? Can I get a drum roll, please? Can I please get a drum roll? I'm going to give it a second. Just going to give it a second here. Come on, drum roll, please. There's a little bit of stream delay. So, you never know. You never know how this goes. A little bit of stream delay. Yeah, thank you, Bluke. Thank you, Bluke. I appreciate that, Bluke. That's what I wanted to see. Here's how Mark can still win. Thank you, Hare. Thank you. I appreciate the enthusiasm. But the final vote from St. Foog calling the city, possibly giving Mark the buffer he needs to win this election, has been called for Heifer Moosan. With 10 votes, Heifer Moosan has officially won 51% of the electoral vote. I think it's 55% exactly, meaning that this election, due to the counting, vote checking, and all that of Klux Jr., can officially call the election for the Party of National Works in Progress. The vote is officially called. To switch to the map again. Now votes are still being counted. The votes are still being counted. The votes are still being counted, everyone. All right. At this point, what we're looking for is how much cultural impact that the Blue-Green Alliance had. Because while, yes, it's a sort of winner-takes-all system, there is still the fact that Heifer has to take into consideration who it is that she'd like to have in control of the rails of the judicial system. She has to consider what policies to push through, how much attention she gives to what particular districts, what policies to push for, maybe not quite as hard. And so, while the election is not as close as it may seem, there's still a chance for the Blue-Green Alliance to show that at least these policies of environmentalism, of closer ties to Scandic, just general green party policy, there is still an opportunity for the nation to show everyone that that's what they'd like. To answer Silopolis's question, so the governor/governess, and I can confirm that it is Governess now, once again. That can be confirmed. Functions as both executive and legislative. Don't mind me, I'm just adding Heifer to all of the nation's groups. Oh, I can't send the chat message. That's fine. No, I didn't want to update the server, so y'all. No, don't kill yourself over that. Can I do an Al Gore? So from the Green Party's camp, Mark has asked, "Can I do an Al Gore Bush recount?" The Blue-Green Alliance is demanding a recount. We don't really have policy for this. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no, because unlike IRL politics, just to pull back the curtains for a bit, I've just been reading the order of which, when it is that votes actually come in. Like, if you sent it in on the form, I've just been going in order of when your vote was sent in. So we actually cannot be doing a recount now. Recount this L. R.I.P. Daco just said the poll closes when I clock out of work. Daco said the poll closes when he clocks out of work, so I said I can just put the vote in for him, and he'll put it in properly himself later. One error would change the winner. Well, again, the election is not over. There's still more votes to be counted. There's still a couple more. And so I guess what we're going to be looking for now is just how strong that the cultural influence of the victory of the PNWP is. Really. And on that note, we've received another vote, and that is another vote for the Party of National Works in Progress. That's another vote in Stranberry for the PNWP. That's another one. Again, don't discount it yet, just because the national tally is so close. The city tally could still be swayed. You know, if 3 votes come in from Stranberry for the Blue-Green Alliance, that could change a lot. Just know one of these votes I received through Discord message instead of through Google Form because they're out, you know, working a job. We haven't received any message from the Heifer campaign yet. Trying not to lose my fucking mind at what it is that Lead Addict posted in the private Discord Diplo channel. But yeah. Any experts in chat? Why do you think Mark lost? I can't call myself an expert, but I can tell you exactly why. I can tell you exactly what number led to Mark's loss. There's 2 numbers that can tell you exactly why Mark lost. The first number is 17.3. 17.3. Write that down in chat. The first number is 17.3. The second number is 163.59. So write down both of those numbers, and once I see both numbers in chat, I'll tell you what those numbers mean. Once they're both in chat. And as those numbers come in, I can officially report that in Stranberry, there has been... Oh, Jesus. There has been another vote counted for the Party of National Works in Progress. Another vote has been counted for the Party of National Works in Progress in Stranberry. So, what those 2 numbers mean are total playtime hours. Those are the total playtime hours in the past 2 months since Kaiyakuta's founding. Mark has 17.3 hours, 7 of which was spent AFK. So officially it's 10.3. Heifer has 163 hours on the server. 163 hours straight on the server. I think that really, really needs to be taken into account in just how big of a difference that really, really is. That means Heifer has 16 times as much experience on the server as Mark does. 16 times. It was an uphill battle to begin with. It was... I'm shocked it went this well, truthfully. Mark did very well. If you want me to be very truthful, a lot of people believed that the answer would be 0. Some people thought that Mark's only vote would be himself. So for how limited that it was, he did very well. But at the end of the day, what really counts... Yeah, Mark is from St. Fu. Mark is... It feels like Reagan's victory. This honestly feels like Reagan's 1984 victory. That's what it feels like. Again, don't completely count it out. There's still a chance that in these last 3 votes... I mean, the polls don't close for another 8 minutes. There's a chance that somewhere in these next 3 votes is still that cultural staying power that remains. There's still a chance for cultural staying power. Not as much as I imagine that the Blue-Green Alliance would have really wanted, but at the end of the day, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And, on that note, how many of these fucking gifts do you have, Let At It? There is not a Senate, there is not a Congress. All powers are vested within the governor or the governess. There's limited division of powers, which you can read more of on in, you can read more of in the Constitution, which is public to read. But I'd just like to give you another update. Another vote in Stranbury has been counted for the Party of National Works in Progress. Another vote in Stranbury has been counted for the Party of National Works in Progress. There's 2 votes. Honestly, this is a total heifer sweep. As a certain president would say, he's been, yeah, he has been. But, we don't say his name. As a certain candidate would say, she's been given a mandate by the Kaiyaukuta people as a sort of spiritual successor of the provisional administration, probably. The policies are somewhat more similar. And again, she's just so much more of a familiar face. So at the end of the day, Mark did not campaign for the tribal vote. We have still yet to receive any information from the Kitsune Peak Tribal Nation. They've yet to send in any votes. We have 1 more vote from Stranbury coming in. Just 1 more. And... Oh, wait a minute. I must have counted this incorrectly. Okay, well... The bar was... How did I fuck this up? Yeah, this is Minecraft. This is all Minecraft stuff. So you're gonna find this funny. The top bar was incorrect. Wait, no. No, it wasn't. Wait. Okay, no, never mind. Wait, did I make the Stranbury thing too small? Did I... Let's see, because... Hold on. No, because there's room for 2 more votes in Stranbury. Oh, I guess it shouldn't be 20 eligible voters. It shouldn't be. The fuck? Hold on, wait, let me... let me think about this, because the numbers are all right. The number of votes is all right. The number of votes is correct. Here, I'm gonna write down in a notepad. So... I'm gonna go to the summary screen. There should be 4 votes for Mark. Be 4 Mark votes. And 12 Heifer votes. Okay. St. Food. There's 3 people in St. Food. All of the Mark votes are accounted for, so that's correct. No, all the numbers are right. All the numbers are right. Never mind, nothing's wrong. Well, that's weird. No, that's odd. Because I think, okay, apparently there's 20 eligible voters in Kaiyaukuta. I don't know how that happened. How the fuck did... No, that can't be possible. Hold on. 6 plus 1 is 7. Right? 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 plus 9. Wait. No, is it 19? Did someone... Wait, hold on. So that's 7. And then that's 16. And then 6, so that's 9. What the fuck? What the fuck is this monkey math? What? I did vote. I did vote. No, nothing's wrong. The only difference is in one vote. Because what I'm trying to figure out is... So Daco didn't vote. And Iron didn't vote. And they're both residents of Stranbury. So there should be... another gap here. Right? It should be one more. Right? But... all these votes are correct. But there's only 19 registered voters. So now that's the question. Who's the magical 20th voter? Hold on, wait. 16 responses. Iron can't show. Wait. No, that's also weird. Why are there only 16 responses, but it's filled out this much? Let's see, so this would be 18. Wait, hold on. Hold the fuck up. Wait. No. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm doing monkey math right now. Okay, so if this should be 19 wide. And I know that because I counted them out very, very purposely. No, you didn't break maths. You were the first vote counted. You didn't break anything. So for this to be 2 left over, this is 4. And then this has to be, you're gonna learn just how bad I am at math. So, 19 minus 6, that would be 16. No, wait. No, that'd be 13. And Heifer has received 13 votes. Did I just update the Daco thing way too early? All the numbers check out. I guess, no, apparently there was no question. Never mind. All of the voters check out. Never mind. Yeah, Daco voted formless. The votes close in 1 minute. This is the final tally, unless something happens in this next minute. This is the final tally. This is the final... I think it's that Daco voted formless, and that's the problem. Because we have 17 votes. 2 votes are missing. And all the math checks out. 19 minus 6 equals 16. Shut up, SSG. I paid about $1,000 to go to a Shapes and Colors class in college. I don't even... Actually, it was just Shapes. Alright, listen. You don't need to... Don't even... I'm very good at math. I'm so good at math. I'm very good at math. Crazy work? Don't worry about it. Alright, it's 9 o'clock. And I am going to turn off the acceptance of responses. And this is it! This is the final tally of votes. I'm gonna go post it on the Reddit. Go post it on the Reddit. I'm gonna post it on the Reddit to keep everyone updated. But this is the calculator is free. Yeah, but what's the point of using a calculator? How stupid do you think I am? Nuh-uh. Map painties? Everyone loves map painting. Always paint the map. How big is Kaiyaukuta in comparison to the rest of the server? There's 59 players on the server right now. Just on right now. Alright, let me put it like that. Kaiyaukuta is on the map. If you compare Kaiyaukuta and you make the Civmc map the size of the rest of the server, we are the size of Belarus. Alright? And Civmc is less percentage water than Earth is, if I'm correct. So just think about it like that. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, hold on. Hold on, give me one more second. Okay, so 13. 13, 4. 13 plus 4. Okay, no, never mind. My math was right. This is not a major power. We're not particularly in a sphere yet. But after this election, Heifer has said that she wants to be closer tied to Nara than the Imperial Federation due to just logistical reasons. And she wants to go closer to Aniso than Scandic. You'll have to go go watch the debate that was last night. It's about an hour long. You can listen to their policies, see how things went. We're all yeah, we are all puppets of the Pavian shadow government. We're all puppets to the Monument Group. That's very, very true. Also, Klux Jr. Is old again. Alright, now I gotta go back to the mayoral office to make my stupid chud speech. SSG, swear to God, leave me alone or I'm gonna kill myself. Oh yeah, SSG put up a Winterborn flag and reinforced it under the Winterborn. And so I'm really struggling to break it here. You deposit in my money in their bank and get happy when the graph go up. That's so true. I didn't actually write my my transitional government speech, so I'm gonna have to wing it. But keep that out of the history books that I'm winging it. Who wrote jail for both? Who is it that wants the other two? Who wants the candidates to go to jail? What's wrong with these people? I wish I had another copy of East Politic, because that's what I wanted to leave on the desk for Heifer. It's a book called East Politic. Very interesting. It's very, very interesting. Here, I'm gonna... Oh, shit! Shit! Nuh-uh, you don't see that, you don't see it! Nuh-uh, just watch the screen, watch the screen. I'm jingling keys. Everyone, I'm jingling my keys. Jingling my keys! You didn't see that, everyone. There we go. Yeah, I just jangled the keys and shit. My computer is fucking chugging right now. I just want to be very, very blatant with you. I don't know why it is. It shouldn't be. It's not feeling great right now. Well, I'm trying to figure out what the asset was. It was called Logo Election. That's what it's called. It's called Logo Election. So I'm going to add that to the bottom of this broadcast. Logo Election. There it is. Just gonna put that in at the bottom. My computer is fucking struggling. It's because I have paint.net and I'm streaming open, which it really doesn't like. It doesn't like it when I do that. My computer beats me at night. If you didn't know. Alright. Hopefully... Oh, why are you gone? You shouldn't be gone. I am going to close out of as many tabs as I can. And I'm going to have to, because I didn't save a blank version of this map, I'm going to save the finalized results. And then I have to set it back to default manually by holding down Control-Z. And my computer is really angry at me for that. Yeah, it's fucking struggling. My computer is not enjoying this. Oh, goodness. You'd think I downloaded malware somewhere. Looking at this kind of... Looking at the state of this. Oh, Paint.net. Please make it easier for me to Control-Z. Just give me a second. We're struggling. To anyone from SFTU that was watching, hi. You can find in the description of this video a link to join this country. It's a beautiful country. It's a wonderful country. I'm sure you'd love to watch. It's a wonderful thing. I just have to like manually send this thing back to default. Okay, I think there we go. I have it. I have it. Oh my fucking god, I'm an idiot. I saved it early. That, you know what? That's fine because we're not going to be looking at that map anymore. That is fucking fine. Hold on, doing a lot of finagling here. My computer is very unhappy with me right now. It's very unhappy with me. Okay, now I can finally close out a paint button. I should probably save the add noise settings because I'm gonna have to do this again later. Whatever, no one pays attention. If I transition the government to the new leader, a new message came through from the Heifer camp. It just says the blue wave has come through, which is true. Did you break in illegally again? Get out! Get out! No, out. Out. I'm not giving the speech until you leave. You gotta go. I'm not giving the speech with you. You can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. You can't be. How did you even get in? How did you get in? Did you break in through the ceiling again? You hooligan. How'd you do that? How'd you do that? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of broken blocks there. I'm seeing that. Okay, let me turn off chat. Because there was a lot of snitch, oh no, snitch leak. Oh no, in our tiny little country. Alright. I'm gonna bullshit this. This is the administration you voted for the first time. We say we're bullshitting and we're eating on the desk. Hello, people of Kaiyaukuta. The world and beyond. I'd like to thank you all very much for my opportunity to serve as governess of this great nation. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still going to be mayor of Stranbury. I presume I'm going to be put in charge of the Leona railwork system. I'm not leaving. I'm not, just vanishing into nowhere. And if in the event that politics are to become so diluted by hatred and factionalism that it's necessary, I will run again to return to a sort of salvation government. But until then, I have faith in the new administration and in the following administrations that these governments will recognize the wills and the needs of the people of Kaiyaukuta above anything else, really. And to the international community, I hope that you'll find our nation a reliable, free, and trustable partner in the months and years to come on this wonderful server. This is the beginning of a very beautiful tradition. This is the beginning of a very delicate tradition. Elections are not something you see very often across the world, even on this server. They're not everywhere, And I just want to say to the people of Kaiyaukuta, do everything you can to preserve this tradition that we hold. Don't fall to extremism. Don't fall to factionalism. Don't fall to anything like that. Keep your heads up and keep your love for your country, your people, and your traditions strong. I'm going to call Heifer in. She's going to take the oath of office. She's going to give her own speech. All of the name layers have already been transferred to Heifer. She's already been made, given the role on the Discord. And that'll be that. I'm just gonna call her upon my telephonic device. Hello, Heifer. Hello. Oh, wait. I still have you muted. Hello, Heifer.
Hi. Hello.
Congratulations on your victory.
Thank you, former Governess.
Thank you. Hold on, I'm gonna fix your name on the sign.
Okay.
Alright, if you could meet me at the Capitol building.
I will. There's an obstruction on the way there. There was a big trench where the road is being dug.
There's a big... Oh yeah, I know about that. I do know about that.
Yeah.
Look at our great country. We have a great country. It's one of the greatest. Hello, Heifer.
I'm the greatest.
It's one of the greatest.
Hello.
It's one of the greatest. There's not a lot of countries that can do what we've done in how short of a time we've been here. There's not a lot of people that can do it.
Yeah. It's been a lot of work.
There has indeed. Get that for you. How did the... Oh, I know how you got in, you sneaky fuck. Alright, just come into the office. Dude, don't sit down. Get out of the chair. You haven't sworn yourself in.
Okay, I'm sorry. Ow!
I was trying to hit the ground. I was hitting the ground. Alright, well, give me a
Already
second.
assaulting me.
Oh. Alright, and now I'm switching back to the election night broadcast. I was just displaying the results there for a moment. There are people reading the...
There's vandals again.
There's vandals? Are there vandals right now? I have my audio off. There's vandals again? It's not good. It's really not good. I trust that you're gonna handle it. I trust that you're gonna handle it.
I will.
You're a strong leader. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Carry a big stick, but speak softly.
Thank you.
Alright. So, I'm gonna need... Do you remember the oath, or should I send it to you?
You send it to me, please?
Of course.
Thank you.
My Discord's just lagging a lot. Just give me a second. And we're just gonna have to write this down. But
You're gonna have to write this down.
yeah, put your hand on your heart, of course. You gotta have your hand on your heart when you say it.
Okay.
Your hoof on your heart, I should say.
Okay. Thank you. I, Heifer Moosan 21, swear upon my people, my nation, and God that I will execute my duties as Governess faithfully, etc. Will preserve, protect, and defend the state of Kaiyaukuta to the absolute best of my ability.
Thank you very much. I now welcome you. I'm going to sit on the floor here. My chat is off.
Okay.
I'm going to sit on the floor.
Your chat is off?
Yeah, because I'm trying not to leak all of our snitches and shit. I'm going to turn my chat off. I'm going to turn my mic off, and you're going to be welcome to and now you're welcome to make your speech, announce who you're putting in charge of all the government agencies, and I'll let you have the floor.
My fellow Kaiyaukutaners, I stand here thankful for the trust you have bestowed upon me, mindful of the sacrifices of our first Governess has made to get us where we are now. And now I have been tasked with making the same sacrifices. I thank Governess AV for her service to our great state, as well as the generosity she has shown throughout her term. I say to you, the people, that the obstacles we face are real, they are serious, they are many. They will not be met easily, but know this, Kaiyaukuta, they will be overcome. On this day, we have chosen the path of progress and the path of development for the better of all of Kaiyaukuta. I intend on earning the respect of all of you, the same respect you hold for Governess AV. It shall be the same respect that I seek to inspire for prosperity, for progress, for Kaiyaukuta. Namihikoto. I would like to first appoint the director of Leona Railworks, our former governess, AV. Links go pause. And I will be also keeping the same great judge. That being Iron. Hopefully he can prove himself to be just as trustworthy. The first thing on the agenda for the next few days is procurement of pickaxes and then the establishment of the Public Works Department. I will be putting forward 96 diamonds and 2 stacks of iron initially to fund the Public Works Department. More funds will be allocated as I receive them. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm still going to be here in case there's any more addresses you want to make to international governments, to the people. I'm just gonna give you about 6 more minutes to just recording this, just to make it end on a good even number. Feel free to rant as much as you want. Thank you very much.
On the note of our citizens, I really need you guys to stop sitting outside the government buildings. I'm looking at you, Jenny. Stop it. I need you guys to stop sitting outside government buildings during proceedings. There's also someone on the roof. I need people to stop doing this. Interrupting our government processes isn't acceptable. And it's abhorrent behavior, quite frankly. I request that you cease. I will be putting future legislation into this. The interruptions are not desired. Additionally, we have great plans. We have great plans for Kaiyaukuta. We're going to be taking on a team of builders. I will be recruiting builders for our Public Works Department, for our building department, building section of the department, to help finish Strambray's buildings. As progress has been slow the last few weeks, and I seek to rectify that. But same with St. Fug and Mubara, we plan on making sure these communities are all developed. Strawberry is our priority at the moment, being our nation's heart, but we also wish to not leave anyone behind. There are some plans in the works for more industry being brought into Strambury also. Specifically, our glassworks creating jobs here in Stranbury that are pretty reliable is important to me and to the people. There's a lot of people without jobs, without a reason to hop on every day, and I aim to fix that. Oh. Um, I think that's all. I don't have many other. Why does it look like you're hiling outside the fucking government building?
That's using a spyglass.
It looks it looks really bad.
Jenny! Jenny, you can't do that! Jenny! There are reports of citizens of Moobro doing a Roman salute outside of the Capitol building.
What the hell?
Jenny! Jenny! You can't do that, Jenny! Holy! Oh, and she's not stopping. That's the thing. She didn't stop.
Oh, there she goes. She stopped. She didn't stop.
Shit. Heifer, do you have anything to say about that?
I denounce that. I do not like Roman salute.
That, yeah, no, that, well, Heil Hitler, bitch.
Taking a page out of the Book of Iron, yeah. I see.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Wow.
What does hailing mean? I'm from Kaiyaukuta.
Jenny, you did the Hitler salute, Jenny. Jenny.
The Pavian salute.
That's fucking insane. A Pavian salute. I didn't realize I wasn't
crazy.
I went from a long skirt to shorts without even noticing. How the fuck did that happen? Alright, well,
I don't know.
I guess that's the end of the broadcast. That was great.
Yeah, thank you all for coming, or thank you for voting for me.
And thank you all for watching.
Oh.
I hope to do a lot more broadcasts with KPB. That whole that whole Stranbury current thing. I'll do it every once in a while, but from now on, I think most important things are gonna be done like this through news broadcast. But yeah, that's the end. I'm gonna transition us to the end. Let's shake hands. Let's shake hands for the camera and whatnot. I'm gonna shake hands. Yeah, peaceful transition. Oh shit! I'm sorry. Yeah, there we go.
Not so peaceful transition.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
Ow!
I'm using. No, look at my screen. Look, I'm clicking on the block below you. How? Look at my crosshair. It's not even on her. How the fuck do people play off of Quake Pro? That happens on Quake Pro too? That's stupid. That's dumb. That's I don't like that. Well, yeah, yeah. I'll get out of your office, man. I'll get out. Let me make sure that oh, hold on. I'll fix all the name stuff later.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn off the mics. Farewell.
conditions across your area.